RDW and welcome to RDW Review. Now, before I actually start with today's review, I'd just like to give a big thank you to everybody who has actually watched my first ever video, and also everybody who's actually clicked the subscribe button. And I just want to thank everybody for kind of giving me a chance, and hopefully I won't disappoint. Total Recall. Now, Total Recall is a remake of the 1990 movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's actually based on a book by the author Philip K. Dick, and it's called We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. This new version of Total Recall stars Colin Farrell as Douglas Quaid. Now, Douglas Quaid is a guy who is a little upset with his own life. He's a little bit down, a little bit bored. He really doesn't actually like what he does. He's got a monotonous job and he yearns for something more. Although how you could actually yearn for something more when you're married to that, I've got no idea. Now, to try and give himself some good memories, he decides to go to a place called Recall, which kind of lets you, have memories implanted into your head, so you get to live out your fantasies. Whether it be a rock star, a spy, you can pick whatever you want. After he visits Recall, it actually turns out he is a spy, and he is now on the run from his own wife. Now, in the original 1990s version, Sharon Stone played the wife character, and in this one, it's Kate Beckinsale. Now, Kate Beckinsale in the remake is a much more determined character. She's kind of like you could actually kind of see her as a Terminator-esque character, because she really is full on throughout the whole film. And for me, she was actually the best thing about the movie. While on the run, Colin Farrell bumps into Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel seems to, know him, and she helps him to try and get away from everybody who's after him. Now, that's your basic gist of Total Recall. If you haven't seen the original, why? Really? Seriously? Go watch it. The remake is not a bad film. It's just not a great film. Now, many people have said that they think this is the worst movie of the year, or it's a terrible movie. It's not a terrible film. That's a terrible film. So's that. Now, this remake of Total Recall is gorgeous to look at. The special effects are fantastic and are probably the most impressive thing about the film. The movie is also incredibly fast-paced when it gets going. There's action sequence following action sequence, and it really doesn't let up for quite a majority of the movie. The only problem is, for me, through parts of the film, it drags slightly. Saying that it dragged during action sequences is not really that good of a thing. However, as I mentioned earlier, it's not a bad movie. It's just not a great film. I did really enjoy the actual ride that it took me on. The main problem is, you can see what's coming if you've seen the original. Now, many people have debated, is it all a memory? Is it a dream? Or is it actually happening? Now, the remake was much better at balancing the is it a dream, is it real debate than the 1990 original. So that kind of has it going for it. It's just a thrill ride, really. You go to the pictures, you sit down, you get your popcorn, and you enjoy it. It's not an amazing movie. It's not the best film of the year, but it is nowhere near the worst of the year either. Now, all the actors did a great job in the film portraying the characters. Colin Farrell was very good. Kate Beckinsale, as I mentioned earlier, for me was the best thing about the movie. Jessica Biel was good, and the film also has Bryan Cranston in it. Now, Bryan Cranston is kind of turning up in everything lately. He's in the TV show Breaking Bad. He was also Hal, the father in Malcolm in the Middle. Now, he plays Cohagen, the main bad guy, who's actually trying to chase down Colin Farrell's character of Douglas Quaid. Now, Bryan Cranston is very good in the film for the bits he's in. However, I do recommend you go to the cinema to see this, to get the entire experience, just for the way that the film looks and it feels. It's a good fun time. Overall, I give Total Recall a 3. Right, guys, that's my review of Total Recall. I'd just like to say thank you very much again for watching. I know the review is a little bit late. That's kind of going to happen a lot with regards to where I live, England. And hopefully I'll also be doing some more reviews of, say, straight-to-DVD films, and possibly in the future, reviews of other things. We'll have to see. So once again, I'm RDW. I'd like to thank you very, very much for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please click subscribe. I can't believe actually some of you guys already have. Thank you very much once again. And I'll see you soon.